Meet Mira Mehta, a former finance professional who traded stability in the US for uncertainty and ended up transforming agriculture for thousands of farmers in Nigeria.
US. I went to school, undergraduate school at Brown University, where I got a degree in public health, so sort of like epidemiology. Then I worked in finance for 2 years. I worked at BlackRock, which is an asset management company, before I moved to Nigeria. And in Nigeria, I worked for a nonprofit, the Clinton Foundation, doing HIV and AIDS work. I then came back to the US in 2012 and went to Harvard Business School. And after business school, I launched my company, Tomato Jos.
Mira had what many people chase, a well-paying job in finance just outside New York. The salary was good, the career path was clear, but something except the salary. So she made a decision most people avoid. She walked away from certainty without a clear plan. After quitting, she applied to work with a healthcare nonprofit. In her interview, she was asked a simple question: is there anywhere you wouldn't go? Her answer: no, I'll go anywhere. That answer took her to Nigeria, working with the Clinton Foundation, a move that would completely change her life. At first, Mira was based in Abuja, Nigeria's capital, but she quickly learned something important. Abuja is a bubble. You need to see the real Nigeria. So she traveled north, visiting communities, hospitals, and health centers. Her job was to improve healthcare access, but along the way, she noticed something deeper. People weren't just struggling with healthcare, they were struggling to survive. Many couldn't even afford to get to the hospital. That's when her perspective shifted. Instead of asking, how do we fix healthcare? She started asking, what if people simply had the income to solve their own problems? And then she saw it. Miles and miles of tomatoes rotting under the sun. Nigeria is one of the largest producers of tomatoes in Africa, yet huge amounts were going to waste. Why? Because there wasn't enough processing infrastructure. Farmers couldn't preserve or sell their harvest efficiently. At the same time, the country was importing tomato paste. It didn't make sense. And that's when the idea for Tomato Jos was born.
Nigeria has a $500 million tomato paste market, so it's a very, very large market. And all of the tomato paste is imported currently from China. So we want to be the first domestic producer and bring some of the value addition and some of the profits that go along with that into Nigeria rather than having them be in China.
In 2014, Mira founded Tomato Jos. She started small with just a $25,000 prize. What began as a farming experiment grew into something much bigger, a company focused on fixing inefficiencies in Nigeria's tomato supply chain. She invested in irrigation systems. She built a tomato processing plant, and she worked directly with local farmers. Today, Tomato Jos has raised over $18 million. More importantly, it has supported over 10,000 farmers, many of them women. By improving productivity and reducing waste, the company has helped increase incomes and create more stable livelihoods. Mira didn't win because she had a perfect plan. She won because she saw what others normalized and refused to ignore it. That's the difference. Most people walk past broken systems every day, waste, inefficiency, gaps in the market, but they don't see opportunity. They see that's just how things are. She saw leverage. Rotting tomatoes weren't just waste, they were evidence of a broken supply chain, and a broken system is where money hides. This is the part most people miss. Wealth doesn't come from chasing ideas. It comes from identifying friction and positioning yourself as the solution at scale. If you train your eye to spot inefficiency, you will never run out of opportunities, because every broken system is a business waiting to be built. So the question is simple. What are you currently walking past that could change your life if you decided to see it differently?